How was your first date?
Our first date?
Yeah.
So
I'll ask you some questions.
Wow.
And you will answer as best you can.
How many years those were? How many years ago?
I know, but then we needed
Wow.
the answers to be very authentic.
Wow, guys, wow.
We look forward to hearing that.
Guys, wow. Yeah, mtaka nale nje kama trailer. Nyinyi hamtakii mema nyinyi. Yaki nyinyi mmeniweza. Hata mngeniambia hata ningepiga haircut, honestly.
But your hair looks fine.
No, it doesn't. Guy. Alafu ningevaa t-shirt na ile chain yangu na ile Cubani jacket yangu ile Cathy atakagi kuona.
Entrepreneur. Entrepreneur.
Niko na jacket nyingine ile mkono fupi inaitwa Cubani jacket. Unajui? Unajui nyinyi hata mjui Kikuyu.
What was your first encounter with Mike?
In an underground bar. I'd gone out, I think it was during Christmas time, and yeah, I didn't plan to meet him. He's not someone I would have ever met in my wildest dream. And I wasn't looking for a husband.
How are you?
I don't know. I'm just here. I'm good.
You're good?
Yes.
So, what do you recall about your first encounter with Catherine?
First encounter?
Yeah.
I was at the time I was I had a routine on Fridays. I'd go to Dolce and watch soccer there, have a drink, and at midnight I'd be off home because usually I worked, but around that time I worked on Saturdays. So I made a point of getting home just after midnight so that at least I get some hours of rest. Ready for work on Saturday. So this was a normal Friday. I'm there watching soccer. A friend of mine walks in with another friend and two ladies. They say hello, they introduce themselves, and then the girl was like, "Why are you seated alone like an orphan? Come and join us." So I joined them, and he made me sit next to this lady, and I'm thinking, dude, what's going on? Anyway, I sat next to this lady, we started chatting, got along very well. We danced kidogo nini. It was actually, it turned to be a very pleasant evening. And in the end I gave this young lady my business card, and I left at midnight, as was my plan. And as I went, I was like, there's something different about that girl. Her smile seemed to really come from my heart. It was looked like a very genuine smile. I equated that to a genuine soul, a genuine person. And after some reflection, I was like, let me follow up. Let me follow up on this chick and see if I can get to know her better.
How long did it take before you went on your first date?
Wow, I think a month. I ignored all his messages, all his calls. Then eventually I felt bad and I gave him, for lack of a better word, a pity date.
I had taken her number, so I tried to contact her and she wouldn't bother calling me back. I kept trying for almost a month, and I was about to give up. I said, you know what, let me just drop this girl a text. And if she doesn't respond, then, well, it's what it is. So I dropped her a text. I said, this is that. I'm a guy you met, blah, 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 blah. And voila, she responded. So I asked her out for a date, which she agreed to come. And I guess that's half the chance that this military guy needed. And I ran with it. The rest is history, as they say.
Where did you have your first date?
Where did we have our first date? Yeah. At the Grand Regency. I think today it's called Lyco. Yeah, then it was called the Grand Regency. Of course, the army guy had to impress. So that was a good location. Anyway, I mean, it's a really practical location.
So where did you have your first dates?
Is it Grand Regency?
Did you like the venue? Did it suit your taste?
I was fresh from campus. The first time for me to go to Grand Regency. Definitely, I thought at that time it would have been my ideal. It's not like that those days, Grand Regency was like quite expensive. But I went there. I remember I wore a grey princess skirt and a pink shirt. I remember my outfit, but I can't remember his. And when I went there, I just thought to myself, not bad, but it wasn't the ideal. I wouldn't have minded cocktail with noise. It was quite an intimate date. But then after ignoring him for a month, I didn't, I didn't have a choice.
Did you enjoy the meal?
I can't really remember what I ate, but I remember what I drank. I was so overwhelmed by the menu. There were like wines and whiskeys. And like I mentioned, it was way above my pay grade. So I was very confused the venue. So I had Pilsner, Imaraka Masimba. What I was used to? Beer.
Would you revisit the venue?
Would I revisit the venue?
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same today as it was then. It was really high end then, but for memory's sake, I probably would.
Okay. Would you revisit the venue?
Looking back, I think it was not a bad idea because the first time we went to a noisy place, I think it was quite an ideal date venue. I think because he was older, he'd done this before. I think it was smarter. So I think, looking back, I would have.
So, do you remember what Cathy was wearing on your first date?
Oh, that's not a very fair question. Going to put me in a lot of trouble. First of all, I came late. I came late by almost an hour because I was under pressure in the office. I had to finish some reports, and I remember having to call her and ask her to just be comfortable, and I'll be joining her. To be very honest, I can't quite remember. It was a blue jeans and a white top. I'm not very sure. That's really pure guesswork. I might get into trouble with that, but anyway.
I remember I wore a grey princess skirt and a pink shirt.
Do you remember what you were wearing?
I can't remember. I know I must have been in a suit. It's formal wear because that's what I wore most days then. Yeah.
I remember my outfit, but I can't remember his.
So, what was going through your head in the date, or rather, how did you feel when you were there with her?
First of all, I was impressed by the fact that she was easy, even though I came late. I didn't find a grumpy soul. She still looked easy and relaxed. And really, I came in a very open mind. Mine was just to chat her up and see whether I can get to know her more, and see whether there's a sort of person that we can go out with again and again. And as the evening went on, I was pleasantly surprised. It was a very nice date. We were easy. She was relaxed. She engaged me in conversation. We discussed many topics the whole night. We were actually the last patrons to leave the hotel that evening, the piano bar.
What was going through your head during the date, or rather, how did you feel when you were there?
I can't really tell you what I was going through because we were so engrossed, so I didn't. Funny enough, I think the joy of being young and free is I didn't anticipate anything. I didn't expect him to be like a challenge because he was way older than me. So I was like, I wasn't scared. I was just like, show up, have fun. You know what was the worst that can happen? Give him that one date after saying no and then move along.
Was Mike punctual?
Punctual. I think he kept me waiting for 2 hours. I don't know why I waited. I guess also because of the guilt of ignoring him for a month. And yeah, I waited for 2 hours, but then he came and he started talking. I forgot about it, but he's still paying up to now.
What specifically
What stuck with me about
the dates?
the date? I guess she reaffirmed my perception that she's a good person. She's an easy, happy human being, pleasant. Because I guess I was out to sort of double check whether my initial perception of her was correct. She sort of reinforced all that, and so for me, I think that really sticks out, the fact that it turned out to be a very positive outing, if I may say. It sort of confirmed what I was hoping to confirm.
What specifically stuck with you about the dates?
Other than him being late, I think I found it confident compared to okay, I didn't dated much. My first boyfriend was quite confident and he spoke openly, and we had a lot to talk about into the first date. We were quite engrossed. The bar even nearly closed and were like, okay guys, you need to leave. So that's what I found interesting. Was confident and we got it on and we enjoyed our own company.
So how did the night end?
Well, the night ended by the waiter coming and politely, the way they come, they're like, any last drinks? But really what the guy is telling you is, you guys don't have a home to go to, So we placed our last order and we left, and I dropped her at her mother's house. And then I went to my house. That's how the night ended.
How did the night end?
Oh, people, really, man, that was 2008. Went home, it took me home. What other way was there to end? Like, I was leaving my mother's house. There's no other way to end people during those days. Yeah, but I think I'm quite old-fashioned. I prefer it that way, like, give it some time. But if I'm not judging, do it the way you want.
Did you expect to go on other dates after that one?
Absolutely. That one went so well. And I knew that she was also looking forward. We actually agreed to have a subsequent date.
Did you expect to go on any other dates after the date?
No, like I mentioned in the beginning, it wasn't how do I say it? It wasn't like I was dating someone my age and I was panicking. And don't forget those days, there's no social media, there's no Googling, oh, how is a date? You just went with it. And the thing is, I guess that made us confident. So it was, we go, have a good time, we might not. Actually, I didn't even expect us to call each other after that. We had a good time. That was it. It just ended a good time. And yeah, that was it. I didn't expect anything after that.
So how was your first date in general?
For me, I'd give it 8 over 10. Why? Because he came late. But other than that, I enjoyed. I can't remember what I ate. I can remember what I drank. I drank, sorry, but I can't remember what I ate. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's all the questions.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
What did I do? Did I do better than him? No. Okay.
His answers were very elaborate.
He takes everything so seriously. Yes.
Thank you for your time. These are all the questions.
Okay. And I deserve another drink now. And I hope I don't get into trouble for not remembering what she was wearing. If I do, you two are responsible. Thank you.
Thank you. See, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't bad at all.
It's surprises, Aki. See, you spare me. Guys, come on.
It wasn't bad at all. So what advice would you give guys today about what they expect with their first dates?
Well, I think they need to relax the body. Don't have too many expectations. Just take it as any other meeting. Don't try and read too much into every small detail. Just be yourself. Be easy. If it's meant to be, it will be. Yeah. And remember, you're dealing with a human being. And depending on their personality type, they could be anxious. Come on, Roju, they will be easy. Just give them a fair chance to be themselves, and don't be judgmental. Take time to reflect after, and then move on from there.
Okay, I think I'd second that. I'd say, okay, first of all, don't be too easy. Yeah.
Okay.
And expect something. Especially ladies, expect something. Don't expect them to be late like I did.
Oh,
but
Lord.
It turned out well. He's still paying, like I mentioned all these years. But give people chances. I think as long as there was chemistry, give a second date a chance. Don't expect someone to be perfect. Like I said, someone can be anxious. It could be a bad week, a terrible week. So their real personalities are coming out.
Yeah.
And don't be too harsh. Again, we have to give relationships and love a chance. And you never know, you just might go on a second date. It may not be your husband or your wife or your lifetime partner, but it can be a good relationship, and it can take you to the next level in terms of your relationships in life. And be open-minded. Yeah,
Open-minded.
Yeah,
That's
open-minded.
very important, yeah.
And please go home after that, please, on a first date. It's recommended 90% of the time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish everyone a wonderful month of love, and our guest will say one thing on this month of love. So, do we celebrate Valentine? No, yeah, he sends flowers. His PA sends flowers. Yeah.
It's not entirely true.
Okay. What do you tell him on this month of love?
Well, it's a good month to stop, reflect, and appreciate your partner. You know, sometimes we get too busy with life and forget to appreciate our significant other. So I think it's a good time to, especially for the boy child there, to earn some bonga points.
Oh yeah. And gift your partner. Don't always expect a gift and then you don't give your significant other your partner. Yeah, he could buy the gift. He doesn't need to know. Just gift him. Let him think it's his gift. Yeah, but anyway, gift your partner.
I tell you what, share, subscribe.
Why?
Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe.
And like, and let us know your experience on your first dates, and if you're going on a first date, how it went. And I wish you all the best in this month of love.